Hello, this is the Vietnam Social News Update for September 23, 2025. Date of news coverage, September 23, 2025. Top headlines. Vietnam is planning stricter police oversight for foreign and domestic investment in strategic sectors like energy, telecommunications, and construction, according to a draft decree under review. Reuters Vietnam has won the 2025 Intervision Song Contest, a music competition hosted by Russia, with singer Duc Phuc performing a folktale-inspired song. Reuters leaked documents suggest Vietnam and Russia are using profits from their energy partnerships to make payments related to military equipment, possibly circumventing Western sanctions. AP News Politics. Vietnam's Ministry of Public Security has proposed a decree that, if adopted, would require police approval for investment projects in critical sectors, including energy, telecommunications, construction, and even some industrial parks and foreign aid-related projects. This reflects a tightening of control over strategic infrastructure and foreign involvement. Some business leaders express concern about ambiguity and delays, especially involving large foreign corporations. Reuters. In international relations, Vietnam continues balancing its engagement with Russia and Western powers. The AP report that Vietnam is routing payments via energy profit channels to fund military procurements with Russia, while aiming to avoid U.S. sanctions, underscores this delicate positioning. Analysts see this as part of Vietnam protecting its defense relationships without openly provoking Western penalties. AP News Economy. The proposed decree requiring police vetting of investment could raise compliance costs and slow project approvals. Particularly in sectors that attract foreign investment, businesses may need to adjust to more regulatory oversight. Reuters. Meanwhile, there are infrastructural and educational investments underway. For example, Vietnam plans to recruit 22,000 more English teachers by 2030 as part of a push to make English a second language in schools. The goal is for English to be more broadly used across educational institutions over time, with a long-term roadmap stretching to 2045. VN Express International. Also, the government is streamlining visa exemption processing for foreigners. Overseas missions will cut down the processing time for exemption certificates from 2 working days to 1. Alongside, notarization processes for certain civil contracts will be shortened. The Star Society and Culture. Vietnam has strengthened its cultural diplomacy, adopting a strategy through 2030 in which culture is one of 3 pillars alongside political and economic diplomacy. Cultural initiatives are being seen as foundational to Vietnam's international engagement. Vietnam Law Magazine.vn in education, the push to make English a second language indicates a major shift in language policy in schools, aiming to broaden foreign language competency among students and teachers nationwide. VN Express International. The country is also on high alert for Typhoon Ragasa. The storm is expected to weaken as it moves toward northern Vietnam, but authorities are preparing localities for its potential effects. VN Express International. International relations. Vietnam's diplomatic relations with Russia remain significant, particularly in energy and defense. The AP's reporting reveals covert mechanisms being used to maintain Russia-Vietnam military and financial ties despite Western sanctions. This underscores Vietnam's attempt to maintain strategic flexibility. AP News. At the same time, Vietnam's victory at the Intervision Song Contest, hosted by Russia, adds cultural symbolism to these ties. The event underscores how soft power and cultural diplomacy are active components of Vietnam's international strategy. Reuters. Also, improvements in administrative efficiency and visa processing for foreigners may help enhance Vietnam's global image, facilitating travel, diplomacy, and foreign interaction. The Star. Thank you for listening to the Vietnam Social News Update. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and see you again tomorrow. This news summary is based on publicly available reports and rewritten uniquely for Vietnam social news.